What's up, y'all? Greetings, Earthlings, SLRBK. Yo, yo, yo. Um, so this is gonna be album review for Andre 3000's new flute album. And it's not this is not really a long conversation or breakdown. And this is coming from the background of a medium level actually flautist, actual to say um I've listened to the whole album already, and I would tell y'all from when I was a little kid, I played flute even better than this. So I am unfortunately going to be critiquing this. Um, it was an interesting album. To keep it a buck with you, um, this was a very interesting album. But I want to say this once again. This is coming from a person who actually, I'm telling you, well over 20 years ago, my background is actually playing the flute. I'm talking about professional, classical. I was a little kid playing college, like level music. Anyway, so let's go forward. Um, yo, the last song, if I'm correct to say, on the album, "Dreams Once Buried Beneath the Dungeon Floor," slowly sprout out into like a ever living garden. I'm saying it wrong. Is my favorite song from the album. Majority of his pieces are, if I'm correct to say, over 10 minutes long, and I really think it is a good album. To be honest, this is something you could play in the background and you won't even know that, like, yo, the song we're talking about, the last song is 17 minutes long. You won't even know. You won't even know because you could just you could it's good back to me. It's good background music. This music could get placements. I see on commercials, a video game, a movie. The music he played here could get a placement. My critique, he needs to play the flute better than that. He could have played the flute a lot better than that, dude. If I was to say, that's the one thing I'm telling you. Like, I was a little kid, I was playing better flute than that. So that is my only. That's a big thing. The album is all the sounds and all the music, but you're the you're the main instrument. So, yo, he need to practice. He need to practice that flute some more, man. You know, that I had an issue with that. I had an issue with listening to tons of quarter notes he was playing, and it wasn't like a fluency of seeing things and oh, whatever. It was. Go listen to like a jazz musician. No, I don't want to compare it to a jazz musician. I don't want to do that. But he needs to practice classical music more, and he could have played that flute a little bit better. Whatever flutes he was playing, he could have played it a little bit. He even kind of admits it in an interview. It sounds like, from what he was saying, like this is the first time him touching an instrument. I'm not doing that. All right, this is 30 years in for myself, and I ain't doing that. I'm not saying I critique and I hold myself up really hard and high and be harsh on myself, but all right, I stopped playing flute maybe for like 20 years, and I'm not trying to compare like, oh, I can still play better than him. What I'm trying to say is like, what's in my brain of playing instruments wise, if I can't kind of project that out physically, I gotta just chill out with that for myself. So, yo, his the whole album is a vibe. The whole album is a vibe. I'll be honest with you, it's a positive review. It's interesting. It's interesting. I feel like we've heard this music from him already. If you anybody wanted a hint of what this was gonna be, this was already kind of on the Love Below. This this is his soul. This is how his soul speaks, and I feel like I've heard this kind of stuff on the Love Below, and this is the, like, let's say, even more of a true transition of that. I think he's cool. I think he's a very cool person. I like him a lot. I've always liked him. I support for more musicians to experiment into these worlds. However, I would say instead of putting out an album, and I already gave this as a critique a couple of days ago when I did a video talking about this. I'd rather him have put this music out just as singles, piece by piece. Let us grow and build with you through your transitions of getting better and better, maybe to say. But to just hit us with a spurt of an album, like boom, you're just hitting us with that. You're kind of like forcing people into something a lot of people aren't going to be used to, and the beauty of the opportunity you is blessed to have is that you can put something out that 1,000 people are even willing to listen to when it happened, when you put it out. So, I say this. I definitely would say this, that whoever came out of nowhere and gave me a like, thank you very much for that. Randomly out of nowhere. Peace and love. But a few of the songs I like. Overall, the flute playing was novice to me. It could have been a lot better than that. It wasn't a bad, but overall critique, it wasn't a bad take at trying to produce music. I don't think so at all. Like, I genuinely zoned out to a song or two. I was just doing other things, and it was able to continue playing without me being annoyed by it or anything. That's fantastic. I think that's a very good thing. So I would keep that in mind for anybody who's curious about this. Will there be ideas maybe people will sample in the future? Yeah. Most likely I could say maybe yeah. Will I be one of those people? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe one day I'll try to experiment, but I don't think so. Cause I got. Well, I need to buy another flute, but I got flutes in here, and different kinds too. If I want to play some flute, I still know how to play. But my fingers aren't maybe as fast, but I could likely still cook a little. But all I do is practice probably for 1 year straight, and I'll be back on it, because I wouldn't practice playing music. I would just be day practicing scales for my fingers. My fingers could just be flying. Like get on that one, and then just the repetition of understanding the different measures. If you keep that intact in your brain, and then once people tell you, "Oh, we're playing on this key, we're playing on that key," it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I could just go crazy on whatever song you want me to play upon, because I already got it locked in. So when they tell you what key that they're playing the whole entire actually song in, you just gotta play on that scale for the entire song, and you can improvise and do whatever you want. Well, I mean, if you're with other good musicians that understands when you're doing that, then you could do that. But it was cool to hear this take, and I hope a lot of people can be nice in in how they receive and express maybe what they see about the person doing. Um, Something he said, I think, was a little bit of was a little false though, and one of his things. Not to say false, but that's his opinion, and to my opinion, I have a different opinion. That you could be in your 40s up to 50s, and you could still be talking about some banging shit. Yo, you could always keep up with the Joneses of vocabulary in the world, and to be able to the art of storytelling. He has one song with Slick Rick saying that the art of story, so you could bang. Cause I'm 40 right now, and I think I could tell some stories that the world would enjoy from young to old. I think I could, cause I fuck with the young, I fuck with the old. So that's the review. I think he did well at his first take of putting out music, and I would say I just preferred that he put the music that he just put out for these 9 songs. I rather over these past 2 3 years that he would have just been putting that out for us to grow with him. You know, us for yeah, for you to be able to grow into the transitions of what he's making instead of, because a lot I feel like if you don't come from an instrument background, or like heavily listening to different genres of music, which I would tell you his era is back in the 80s and 70s, 60s, if not to say 50s, if 50s not to say this, like I wouldn't consider that jazz. I would consider that like scenery music, but it was nice. It was warm music. So yo, keep playing your flute, Benjamin. Get better. As in, for some constructive criticism, definitely you need to get better, bro. You were supposed to okay, for the men and women on earth who can't sing, you're supposed to use that instrument. You're supposed to have, and the compositions have the opportunity for that. You know, on a jazz tip, on a soul tip, yeah, get better at hitting them keys, man. And don't make people wait for whole fucking albums to hear it. Just put it out. Start jamming with people. That's another one I would say. Benjamin, like if I could just start going jamming with people, because a lot of people like you in general. So I don't think it should be a problem for you to get to be amongst them and go jam with them. And then on top of that, people could be coming to go see them other musicians, and Andre 3000 is there jamming with them today. That's like double icing on. It's too much icing maybe on the cake. But I can only imagine people probably would be excited to see you there. You don't gotta rap. You could just be into the vibe of soul. Y'all improv jamming. And your vocals could just be soul of a harmony where everybody in there has a ceremony. So check out his album if you're into music. Like you got to do homework, you got to do laundry, you got things you got to do today, clean up. My problem is that I went through like 4 or 5 of the songs cleaning up, if not the whole album. I went through the whole album while cleaning up. That's why I wound digging it. True, to be truthful with you. There's other people in the comments who were saying the same thing. I would say to you, yeah, and that's not bad. That I didn't need to change it. I just let the whole album just ride out. I didn't need to like really. I kind of did maybe skip after a while a song or two because I got a little tired of it. But for a good amount of them, I let the whole thing play out, and I think that's a very good thing. And it was past 10 minutes long, so that you did good. You did good. I'll say that 3 times in a row. You did good, bro. You did good to make a 10-minute song, and for a person not to turn it off. You did good. I know a lot of people. Most of the hip hop industry don't make 10-minute songs. So you did very well. Even if that was one of the songs out of, and the rest of it was, yo, you want to make a song that's over 10 minutes, and I was listening to the whole thing. So you did well. Mission complete. Peace out.